Welcome to the official YouTube channel of Options and Ideas.
Scope of job after 45 years in India. Current employment situation. India's official unemployment rate last year, 2022, was 3.8%. The proportion of poor amongst those employed is very high. Only 8% of total employment is in the organized sector. Total employment across sectors is just 60%, organized sector. There is a steep decline in the female employment workforce of about 30%. About 40% of the self-employed in rural areas felt that their income of less than 1,500 rupees per month. Introduction. Government jobs. The government sector is a major employer of older workers in India. Teaching. There is a growing demand for teachers in India, and many older workers are finding jobs in government schools and private schools. Healthcare. The healthcare sector is also growing rapidly, and there are many job opportunities available for older workers in areas such as nursing, therapy, and administration. Administration. There are also many administrative jobs available in the private sector, such as office management, human resources, and customer service. Volunteering. Volunteering is also a popular option for older workers, and there are many opportunities available in areas such as education, healthcare, and social welfare. Problem. Age discrimination. Some employers may be reluctant to hire people who are over 45 years old, even if they are qualified for the job. Lack of experience in new technologies. The job market in India is constantly changing, and new technologies are emerging all the time. Lack of opportunities for career growth. In some cases, older workers may find that there are limited opportunities for career growth. Target market. Experienced professionals. This group includes people who have been working in their field for many years and have a wealth of knowledge and expertise. Mid-career professionals. This group includes people who are in their 40s and 50s and are looking to make a change in their careers. Retirees. This group includes people who have retired from their full-time jobs but are still looking for ways to stay active and engaged. Employment and growth. India Aggregate, 1991 to 2008. Sources. Author's illustration based on CSO, 2011A, 2011B, and MOF, 2011. Phase 1. Independence to mid-1960s. First, 1951 to 1956, and 1956 to 1961, second five-year plan. The Indian economy was still in its early stages of development, and there were not many jobs available. There was a lot of age discrimination in the workplace, and older workers were often passed over to younger and more energetic employees. Many older workers had not had the opportunity to get a good education, which made it difficult for them to find jobs. As a result, many older workers were forced to retire early or take on menial jobs that did not utilize their skills and experience. Phase 2. Mid-1960s to 80s. The Indian economy grew rapidly during this period, creating more job opportunities. There was a decrease in age discrimination in the workplace, as employers began to recognize the value of older workers' experience and skills. More older workers had the opportunity to get a good education, which made them more competitive in the job market. As computers or other technology saw a rapid increase in those decades, employees above 45 saw a backlash because, in that age, no one was able to learn computers. So there is no scope for above 45. Phase 3 is to 1980 to early 1990s. This decade, employment saw a rapid change because as the decade changes, the mechanism of work also changes in this decade. Microsoft also comes into the market at this time. In India, the lockout thing comes in this time, due to the financial fluctuations going on in the 80s. Few organizations like Remington Rand, which were just started in 1988, lockout in the year 1991, so many employees in this organization were above 45, they have to suffer too much for this and they didn't get any PF and pension. So the 1980s is the worst decade for job-seeking employees. Scope for FURTHUR studies, FDI. FDI in retail can create 3 million jobs in 3 years, including both direct and indirect jobs. In 10 years' time, 10 million jobs would be created, 4 million direct jobs and around 5-6 million indirect jobs. One job would be created for every 250 square feet area in retail. The retail industry is estimated to grow at 20% per annum. FDI in the insurance sector from 26% to 49%, without having any impact on the public insurance companies, is going to make way for employment. FDI in the aviation sector will help in generating employment in front-hand and back-hand jobs. Solution. The scope of the jobs after 45 years in India has changed significantly over time. There are now many more opportunities available for older employees, and they are not limited to traditional sectors, in the 80s, such as government and healthcare. Older workers can find jobs in a variety of industries, including IT, finance, and consulting. However, there are still some challenges that older workers face in the Indian job market. These challenges include age discrimination, lack of opportunities, and the need to upskill and reskill. Despite these challenges, older workers can find successful and fulfilling careers in India. Thank you.
Thanks for watching the video. Our address is Options and Ideas, 28L, Jheel Road, flat number 1A, ground floor, Kolkata, pin code 700031. West Bengal. Website www.optionsandideas.com and optionsandideas.org. Contact 9330036513.